Happy birthday, Addie.
My favorite memory is when you used to bring home the lawnmower from NNU, and I got to sit on your lap, and you would let me mess with the controls, and now I think that's why I like mowing my own lawn, is because it reminds me of you.
My favorite thing about you is that you make everyone feel like family, and from the get-go, you always made me feel special and important.
Happy birthday!
We hope you have the best day. We love you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Uncle Dave. Happy birthday to you. Mwah. We love many you. More.
Yes. Happy birthday, Addie. I love coming to see you and swimming in the pool.
Some of my most favorite memories of Dave would be Sundays in the 2000 to 2010 watching Tiger play golf and just dominate everybody on Sundays. And then also we had a pretty good run playing racquetball at the college on Sundays, and those were good days. Happy birthday.
Hi, Dad. One of my very favorite things about you is how you have grown and evolved with us girls as we have become adults. I don't think that's always an easy thing for a parent to do, and you continue to be my dad, continue to give me advice, both solicited and not, and also have welcomed all of our husbands with open arms. It's very endearing to me that I tell a lot of people, if they asked you how many kids you have, you would easily say 8, and treat each of our boys like they are your own. It's one of my very favorite things and something I cherish, that you have created this entire family and are the backbone of all of us. Love you, Dad. Happy birthday.
Daddy, you do the best sleepovers in the world. Remember that time when you let us stay up till like 12? It was amazing. You made the best bowl of popcorn like ever. I would say you added so much butter to it, and it was delicious. Thank you for the good sleepovers.
Happy birthday, Dave. I love you so much, as you hopefully feel. And one of my favorite things about you is that you made me feel like I belonged to the family, but even to you. Like, I felt like one of your sons from really early on, 2003 about. There was just no hesitation. Maybe there was behind the scenes, but you never showed it. And you taught me a kind of love that I definitely want to pass on to my daughters. And you also show that to my daughters too. So thank you. I love you, and I'm so happy to be part of your family. Happy birthday.
My favorite trait about Addie is probably just like his kindness. Like, I feel like no matter who you are or what you've done, like Addie has that same amount of respect, of like love and kindness, like they treats everybody with.
So I was trying to think of a memory that would sum up everything, or my most favorite memory of Dad, and I couldn't think of just one, so I'm gonna go with my favorite trait, or one of my favorite traits, because there's quite honestly a couple. But this is evidenced by your French salesman techniques, your ability to rap with your backwards hat, and your rolled down windows on campus, blaring Maroon 5, trying to be the cool guy, driving that lawnmower around like a total boss. Lots of different things that have made me smile and laugh over the years. But my favorite trait about you is that you just don't take yourself too seriously. And I think that's taught me a lot about what to value in life and not to sweat the small stuff. And it's just really genuine. You're a good dude. I love you.
Happy birthday. I love you, Addie.
Happy 70th birthday, Dave. I wanted to talk a little bit about a childhood memory, and it was hard to pick one because I don't think there's a single significant memory I have that you are not tied at somehow. But I did want to pick the one where we had that crazy trip from Oroville, California to Jacksonville, North Carolina, when you were just 16 and I was 18. And I chose it not because you had to stay up all night rotating tires one night, even though that happened. I didn't choose it because we fell asleep at the wheel, but that also happened. I didn't even choose it because we almost got arrested in Tennessee, even though that happened. I chose it because I think that was the only time in my life that I had you all to myself for several days, and it meant a lot to me. I love you. Happy birthday.
One good attribute about Addie is that he likes trinkets and coins just like I do, and his garage smells awesome.
My favorite memory of Addie is probably getting to watch Gold Rush every Friday night with him and Nanny and making brownies and getting to eat ice cream and just spend time together.
Hi, Dad. I love you. Happy birthday. I think my favorite thing about you, I can't remember what the prompt was, but my favorite thing about you and something I'm trying to give to my girls is that you always let us tell our truths, whether they were actually true or not. You fully encouraged us to say what was on our mind, and you were more than willing to argue back with us, which I think was actually very helpful for me to grow up and learn how to deal with people somewhat. But I'm glad you still do that, and I think it's an amazing trait that you have, and I'm very, very blessed that you're my dad. I love you.
I love all your funny jokes, and even when you call me potato because it sounds kind of like potato.
Hi, Dave. I tried to narrow this down to one single memory, and I just couldn't do it. I kept thinking of one memory, and then it'd lead to another, and it'd lead to another, and I think I was just struck after a while that, you know, after being in the family for getting on towards 20 years, I couldn't think of a single negative memory around you. Not one. I think that's pretty remarkable. And honestly, I think it just says so much about who you are, that you are fundamentally for those around you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that you care and love and really see the least of these around you. You know what I mean? You care about those who are down and out, and you show up, and you have for, as long as I've known you. And I just want to say thank you. I love you so much, and you're a wonderful person. Happy birthday.
Hey Dave, I just wanted to give a little video, and mainly I want to go on Dale's story a little bit, but I just want to tell you thank you. I really appreciate what you put aside to help bring your sister back to North Carolina to me. Something I'll never forget. But anyway, my story is about Daniel's, I believe it was his 14th birthday. He wanted Golden State Warriors tickets. And I told him he could pick whoever he wanted. I'd get 4 tickets. He said the first one I wanted was Uncle Dave. And then I think it was Stacy Chilco went with us. But it was the most crazy game, 4 overtimes, and all we talked about was Sleepy Floyd. Sleepy Floyd. It was a great trip, and love you. Have a great birthday. Bye.
Dave, my favorite thing about you is that you have always shown me how much you loved me and how much you cared. From baseball to family to life itself, you've just always been my biggest fan, and I appreciate that. You were there to pick me up when I passed out in the elevator, and you're always there for me when those Buffalo machines need a couple extra bonus spins. So I love you very much, and happy birthday.
One of my favorite memories with my dad is when we were at our Westdale house in California, and my dad had me convinced that if we found the Ugly Duckling Cheerio in the Cheerio box and planted it, it would grow a donut tree. So one morning we found one in the Cheerio box and planted it in the backyard, and a few days later, after some really heavy watering, it grew a beautiful donut tree. Dad, I thought you were magical back then, and I still do. I love you. Happy birthday.